In this tutorial in CyberLink PhotoDirector 365, we'd like to show you some ways in which you can make selective edits to part of your image by using masks. We have a great example here on the screen. We have this couple by this tennis net, and you can see that the skin colors are too dark, there's too much shadow, and we don't want to change the entire image, we just want their skin to look better. Now, we could try to edit the entire image, and I've done that and saved it as a preset. Watch what happens when I use my preset. You notice I'm in the Adjust area to do my editing. So I'm going to click on my presets. I'll pick one that I selected that works for them, and I click on it. And now they look better, but notice the tennis ball is a very different color. The whole background has changed. That's not what we want. We want them to look good, but we want the area around them to be normal. So we'll reset that, and we'll show you a different way to do this. We're going to go from the preset option in the upper left corner over to the manual option. So I'll click on manual, and then we have two subcategories. We have regional adjustment tools and global. So now we're going to start by clicking on the regional. And then I'm going to click on the icon that's the fourth one from the left. It's the adjustment brush. This will give me a mask. Now this is where I identify the part of the image that I want all these adjustments to apply to while leaving the rest of it normal. So I'll take my brush. Now now I have it set fit to edges, which is kind of nice. I can feather it if I want to. And now I'm going to mask just the gal so you can see the contrast between her and the guy. Now one thing I like to do is just focus on the area I want to edit. So the way I do that is go to the magnifying glass in the upper right corner, which is my zoom tool, and I click on it. And then with it clicked, I'm going to draw a rectangle that just covers a part of her I want to edit. So I'll click here and go like this, and it zooms in very nicely. So I just want to edit her. So I have to turn off my zoom tool in order to do the editing. And we'll edit her ear. And let's do her whole face right now. And we might want to catch this very top here. And we'll do the neck area. I'll make it bigger by just using my mouse. A little down here. We'll do the arm, the hands, and you can see it's pretty easy to go ahead and brush it. And you can be as precise or as unprecise as you want to be. It will cover it pretty well. And the more you go over an area with this soft brush, the better it is. Now I got in the guy's neck. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is click on the eraser on the left side, and then I'll brush it away. The other thing I want to do is zoom in again, turn off my zoom tool again, and now I want to make sure I'm on the eraser mode, and I want to make sure I don't do her teeth, I don't do her eyes, probably not her eyebrows. You can't see a lot of her eyes in this case, but it gives you I'll click on the hand tool, drag it over, click it off again, and we'll make sure we're not brushing here. Oh, I overdid it, so I'll click back on the brush. We'll cover this. Make sure we got her nose. So you can be as precise as you want. This is good enough for illustrative purposes. I'll go back to our fit. For size, I've got her covered. Now let's make some changes. First thing I want to do is I want to change the brightness. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. I'm going to take the vibrance and turn it back a little. Let's go to our HSL color options. I can do HSL or color. I'm going to do color because the reds are the issue. And if I just click on the red, these are the three controls for the red. For the hue, I'm going to take it down. Saturation, move it this way. Lightness, I'll increase it. And you can adjust these to your taste, whatever you think looks natural and good. And you notice instantly the big change between her and him because I've used my selective mask. So that's a great tool. Let me remind you that you can use more than one mask when you're doing this kind of work. I'm going to click the down arrow on the mask and click New, and it will mask it in a different color. Let's go back to our magnifying tool, and we'll take this area here with a tennis ball, and I will mask the tennis ball. In this case, I don't want a feather at all. And I'll increase the size of the brush. And we'll brush the tennis ball. And again, if I go where I don't want to go, I turn on the eraser option, and I can unmask. So that's good enough for an illustration. Let me click the brush just a little bit here. It's a slightly different color over here, so it doesn't like it. But that's enough to do it. Let's change a couple things on this one. There we go. Turn the saturation all the way back. I have a white tennis ball. So we'll go back to fit. And we have effectively used one mask on the gal. She's quite different from the guy now. And we used a different mask on the tennis ball. We haven't impacted any of the other pixels in our photograph, as we've done our best to try to change this in CyberLink PhotoDirector selectively by using masks in the adjustment mode.